risings, and welcome to WallBall Worldwide's Handball tutorials. My name is Marcel Gallegos. I am the sensei for Humanimal Tribe. You can find me on Instagram underneath Humanimal Tribe, as in human and animal put together, and then add tribe at the end. Today's tutorial is geared towards dynamic warm-ups that can help improve you exercise your excellence on the handball courts. One of the most important variables in performance is focus. And one of the best ways to initiate a higher level of focus would be to take some time to your side before even getting to the courts and enjoying a couple of these dynamic stretches with no distractions whatsoever. Okay? So what I would advise you to do for now, if necessary, is maybe invest in some wired headphones. And the reason why I choose wired headphones is because it's actually better for your neurological system. Unfortunately, AirPods, they have a couple of Bluetooth things that could be a bit disruptive. So I say again, if you do warm up with headphones, try to choose wired headphones instead, because it actually works better with your neurological system. Okay? But if you can find a place that is only nature-based in sound with not too much background noise going on, then I would always say prefer to choose nature's music over digital music, okay? It'll actually help you harmonize your body a lot better and you'll work more efficiently. So the first exercise that I would like for you to enjoy in that serene silence, or maybe if it's not silent, I say again, more of nature sounds, would be to stand in place with both feet together. Once you feel wonderfully anchored into the ground, knees together, you feel nice and firm into the ground, all I want you to do is to take your finger, block one of your nostrils, and in the process of doing so, I want you to take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Cover the other nostril now, take a deep inhale, and breathe out. Now that you feel that both nasal cavities are clear, take a deep inhale all together now, and breathe out. Repeat this exercise for about 30 repetitions, and I guarantee your respiratory system will be performing much better, which is going to serve you better in your performance, because cardiovascular endurance is by far the most important variable when it comes to competitive sports. Okay, secondary to that, we're going to move on into a nice hip opener, okay, and shoulder opener. So what I want you to do is I want you to take an exaggerated stance outside of what your normal comfort zone would be, and then I want you to apply a nice prayer pose. In the process of applying the prayer pose, you're going to push in to one another, creating a nice vacuum of security and reinforcement in this placement. Then what I want you to be very certain to do is to make sure that your feet do not move. We need those feet wonderfully anchored so that we can, as we twist, we're actually stretching away from the base and not compressing it. So once again, nice and slowly, focus on the fact that my feet are actually staying flat and my core is staying nice and tight as I rotate in both directions slowly. Okay? Nice and slow. When you're first warming up for your performances, it's always best to enjoy dynamic stretches and not static stretches. Static stretches, when you hold poses, will serve you better after. So once again, just keep taking your time side to side, enjoying your ability to rotate, and then start pushing yourself a little bit further by pushing, driving into that back shoulder as it reaches back. Repeat about 20 of these, come back to the center line, hop back together, and then once you're hop back together, you're going to take these hands now, keep that same formation, and just bring your thumb to reach all the way back, and focus on the fact that as I reach back, my rib cage wants to open up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my core engaged, so if my rib cage wants to elevate, it's still secure. It's not compromising my lower back, okay? So nice and firm, core tight, arms up, all the way back, and all the way down. Once we're done with that, we're going to go into the shoulder complex, separate the feet a little wide, arm here, and what I'm going to ask you to do is place this hand on your waistline for consistency. Now we're going to elevate the arm all the way up, and as we elevate up, I want you to reach up. Don't let the arm collapse, because I'm still going up, so it works to my benefit. Then bring the hand down. As I lean over, once again, I'm reaching up, not over to the side. I'm going up, looking for the peak of my stretch. Okay? Once again, take notice of the feet staying anchored down so I can actually elongate from my anchor. Take your time, side to side. Keep reaching. Be very careful so you can feel what's going on. And you'll notice that one side might be saying something differently than the other, which is why we have to address each side individually, especially before performance and especially after performance. Now you're going to take notice as I start reaching up now, I'm going to start allowing my lower body to lean a little bit to assist getting into the hips now a little bit more. So a slight lateral sway and that same elevation, okay? Once you're done with that, then you bring the feet back together. We're going to extend one leg forward and reach, flexing the toe up, stepping back, 1 foot forward, 1 soft knee, and reach, reaching for the toe. And again, 1 heel forward, 1 soft knee, slow, reaching for the toe. Once again, 1 heel forward, 1 soft knee, reaching forward. Then once you're done with that, and you feel good, let's test that little spring in the step. So what I want you to take notice of, even though my hands are going behind my back, I'm not allowing myself to hunch forward. I keep my chest nice and upright, I drop my hands nice and low, and what I'm going to look to do now is touch my heels. Tap, 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 tap. Try to get a nice little rhythm, and go for about 100 of these. The reason why this is an important exercise is because we all know in handball, it's all about the spring and the step. How fast can your foot work and spring in any direction, which means that ankle complex has to be nice and ready for that. Once we're done with that, warming up that ankle complex and the knee, by the knee as well, we're going to go for the hip now. So what all I want you to do is take that ball of foot, set it firm into the ground just like sprinters do, because this is the most efficient position for athleticism, is right in the ball of foot. Take that leg, kick and touch. Kick and touch, kick and touch, then switch right over to the other side. Once again, emphasis on the ball of the foot. Kick and touch, kick and touch, kick and touch. And there you go. Okay, so now so far we've got good line of stretch from here to here. Let's get back into that inner thigh, okay? So what I want you to do now is open up the legs nice and wide like a sumo, and then very gently just shift side to side, safely though. How can you tell if you're going safely? If you're in control of what's happening. If I go too fast, the heel comes up. Take your time. Heel down, firm and steady. Nice and smooth. Always remember, the better the form, the better the currency, okay? And that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for better currency in everything that we do. Side to side, opening up those hips nice, core tight. And then once you feel you've opened up well enough, take it out a little bit further. There's always a little bit more room for improvement. All right, and then once you feel comfortable, wiggle them back in. And last but not least, we're gonna finish off with another hip opener. Now I'm gonna say this out loud, which is one of the most important things in sport. Take notice, one of the places that's most important for longevity is where? Our hips and our spine, okay? So this next stretch is gonna be important for the hip, okay? Take the ankle, put it over the knee, hold the ankle, push the knee down, and squat. Slowly, okay? Be very careful, take notice. I use speed to my advantage, not my disadvantage. If you're doing warm-ups, your form should be perfect. Why wouldn't it be? Take your time, ankle over knee, push the knee down, squat down, pop up, okay? Leg up, over the knee, hold firm, press, squat down, up, and rest. That should cover about a nice little, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. If you do it carefully and concisely, I hope you enjoy them, and I look forward to the next video.